Hello everybody, welcome back to The Breach. It's time for customized squads. We'll be designing squads from scratch. We have some really neat team ideas coming up. The first of which is the triple Swap Mech team. 3 flying, teleporting, high movement mechs. All science, all support. They were not meant for this, but they do a really good job nonetheless. They have a couple problems though. Very low HP. They don't do any direct damage. The teleporter is a good weapon once it's fully upgraded. 4 tile range, you can drop enemies directly into the ocean. 1 tile range though, to start, nasty. Really hard start for this team. All of our damage will come from environment and friendly fire. It is very hard to do that when you only teleport 1 tile. So we need to upgrade these as soon as possible. There's another problem. Shoving, pushing, pulling, it's all better than switching places with the enemy. Because what happens when you switch is you are left where the enemy was, and that enemy is sometimes in danger. If it's next to a satellite, if it's in front of a train, we can't fix those problems with a swap. So we really need some kind of push. We'll solve both the damage and the pushing problem by bringing Kazakhpleth the Mantis. At least partially we will. 2 damage isn't a huge amount, but it's all we get. 2 damage melee attack with shove instead of repair on the red mech. And I'll color the other 2 so that I know exactly which one he's on. Let's take a look at those achievements. This is the only time in the game where we cannot get all 3 in one go. The reason is 2 of these are at odds with each other. We need to beat the game with 3 of the same mech, which we're doing. That's Mech Specialist. The next one though, Class Specialist. 3 different mechs, same class. Sadly, the run we just did on the Chaos random was this. We don't get that though because it was a team-based achievement, not a global achievement. So unfortunately we'll have to do a run geared for that. I was planning on doing it anyway, so, you know, we just need to design a squad that fits those conditions. Our last one's Flight Specialist. There's a lot of good flying mechs you can do to get this one. This is one of them, so we'll get this one. Another one is Ice Mechs. 3 Ice Mechs works. Let's go ahead and get started. To start, we'll be looking for an island without the HP or armor upgrade, because the Mantis really can't do much against that. It's much better to have him be able to kill the enemies. You want to see Scarabs, Hornets, and Leapers, ideally. So that's a good one right there. The bomb effect is a little nasty compared to regen, but it's not too bad. If we really have trouble with that Blast Scion, we can just kill him, as opposed to these other islands. I don't really like the look of these enemies here. They have 3 HP and regen, and that boss might be a little hard to control with the Mantis and swapping until we get some upgrades. So let's head to the ice. Integral Robotics. Killing 7 enemies with this team with ice mines on the field? Absolutely impossible. There's just no way that that's happening. We need environment. Freeze and defend both robots, on the other hand, we can do that. And we don't have a choice anyway. Let's see if we can't get some of these enemies to come down this way. You can tell by the green tiles that I do move pretty far. Even without any upgrades, forward movement is pretty nice, and being able to fly, we should be able to get across the field pretty easily here. We cannot freeze them both, so we need to find a way to block or disable one of them for now. I can kill this enemy outright or have it block a spawn for me. I think I'll kill it. This enemy we can have just miss, or we could, yeah, we'll do this. I'm afraid of getting him killed, so what we need to do is actually a little chain of swapping here. He's only got 1 HP, cannot block the spawn for us. We'll do it instead. Now, our 2 HP is a big problem. We don't have the HP to be blocking spawns either. We cannot do that until we get some upgrades. So I need to watch out. I need to repair every time I do it. I need to be very careful. Let's go ahead and freeze that second robot, kill this enemy, and get that repair going on. Now we have a chance. We'll freeze one of these if I can't kill it. I did design this for the Mantis to be able to capitalize on some murder though, so As long as those 2 HP enemies keep coming up, we'll keep getting rid of them. No problem. And the robot factories, or less than 4 mech damage. Pretty easy to get less than 4 mech damage when you only have 6 total. Sadly, the ice is going to be an environmental problem for us. We don't really have a lot of options for dropping enemies into the drink. The mantis is going to get a lot of use here. These enemies are going to be able to reach us. It's just the way it's going to be. So when he grapples here, at the stand here to do it, probably will, we can swap positions with him, and he'll just swing this way and miss. If I were up here and I did that, he'd hit the coal plant, so I need to be careful where I put my mechs. This one is less dangerous. But the Blast Scion is buffing them both, so that one needs to be taken out before I can kill them. If I can reach it. I cannot. We can kill 2 of them. We need to swap our own mech to get him an extra tile of movement. Then we can kill the Blast Scion. Rotate these 2. A takes out B. 2 more spawns coming up. We don't have to worry about the blast anymore. We can kill any enemy here. The Alpha Scarab has shown up. That Leaper will kill us in 1 hit. He's strong enough to do it. I killed 2 enemies in 1 go here. We're starting to lose control. 4 enemies now. We're very dependent on friendly fire to solve these big numbers of enemies, and if the Vec don't work that way, we're in trouble. If they just decide that they're not going to do a thing that lines up for us to friendly fire, it's going to be hard to control the field. We really need some upgrades. This one's all wrapped up though, I think. We have 4 enemies though. I want to see them attacking. Oh, okay. They didn't. I was hoping they would attack a few other things instead. We do have a double kill there though. Mantis really paying off big time already. It's all just barely working out. I'm a little unlucky, haven't found a time pod yet. I need that core. I need to upgrade one of my mechs to have more teleport range. Blocking Vex spawn. That's rough. That's really rough with this team. We need the enemy to be on the spawns, not us. We don't have the HP. I think I must do that mission though, because I'm not killing 7 enemies. Let's give it a shot. See where they put those spawners. This laser mech is trouble. We'll have to absorb that shot, and we'll be set on fire when I do. So this mech's gonna have to repair next turn. cannot be on fire like that. Just can't. Oh, the blast scion. Pretty gross. I don't think I have a choice but to take a hit up there. Oh my. Well, the spawn blocking mission is finished. Control of the board, on the other hand. This final turn, I don't know how this is gonna go. Can we deal with 6 enemies? Well, at least we got one of them killed. Ah, that's good damage. That's just the way it's gonna be, too. Certainly this pilot can get out. But what the heck do we do with our other ones? The mantis can kill this one, and that's it. There's no opening for him to kill anyone else. We will take only 1 hit. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It seemed like it was going to be really nasty there. We'll get back that grid right now. I'm surprised we haven't lost a pilot yet, as close to the bar as we are. Oh man, Mech Reactor. Mantis, you're alright. That's a very powerful mantis. I would rather have that on someone else though, because I'm busy shoving with him, but this range upgrade is essential. I'm taking it over movements. Then the robots. They are ice robots. Very likely we'll be able to accomplish this task. An Alpha Leaper. Okay, I'm hoping, obviously, that the Leaper lands here and grapples the orange mech. I could encourage it, but I think it's going to. If it comes to the right side, that's troublesome. Let's see what happens. We finally got our pod. It took 4 missions, but there it is. It's the last place I wanted to see you go. It does move first, so we could just block the spawn and rotate it. It'll kill that guy for us and only have 1 health. Just a regular Leaper now. High damage, regular Leaper. Enemies now explode on death. That's troubling. I'm just thinking about the teleport chain I'm about to do. I suppose if we do this, we can get him out of there. Gotta watch out for that explosion. Move out of the way of that one. Alright. We can just move them away. You're alright. All of my mechs are at 1 HP in this final turn with 2 enemies that explode on the field. It's hard to maneuver around them sometimes, but it's been working out for the most part. The only one who can reach is this one. We can kill this one. That's a mission. That is 2 mechs who can now teleport at 2 range. So the time pod will give us another core. Nothing else. Killing the boss would be nice, but it's gonna be friendly fire. We can't even drown the boss. Even when it splits, it's still too big to drown. So we need this leaper to take care of that for us. I don't know how that's gonna go. I can tell you that the boss, unless it goes wild, will move here and attack this mech. The leaper will hopefully do the same. I want them both to go after the orange mech. Then I can kill the boss. Part 1 of it though. Nope. No good. On the bright side though, this boss hits for 4. Actually, yeah, it sure does. So that takes care of this one. At least there's that. We haven't done any damage to it yet, but I could have blocked a spawn, but I really need these enemies to kill the boss, so I don't want to. All we need to do is get out of the way, and the boss will get its first bit of damage done to it. We'll block a spawn now. Webbing cannot stop our teleport. So the turn order here is slime moves forward, gets slammed. Part 1 is down. The mantis can now kill these. So we got that going for us. Block that spawn. I don't know if I can kill 3 in 1 turn. I need some friendly fire to happen. I need them to line up. This slime will get killed by that one. Might have to give up on the dream of killing this boss. I could move this one into the fray, and they would really mess each other up, but that doesn't get 3 killed. It only gets 2 killed. Yeah, I certainly don't see the boss dying anymore. I thought maybe it could happen, but it just wasn't lined up. We need another turn. If I could just one more swing of my mantis, I could have done it. Any good stuff? Let's see. Stabilizers wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know if I want that. I think I might actually take that. Our first core is the most important one. We'll have that. I don't have a lot of money, sadly. I'll get this online in a bit. Let's hold on to this for now and grab this. I don't need fire immunity. I only bought it to hold some money over. So that's one island down. Regen is probably next. The Blobber is not so bad against this team. It's actually really fun to fight the Blobber because we can teleport its mine right back to the one that shot it. Let's try it. Locking 3 vex spawns right away. Artillery support there. There's a core. Let's do this mission first and get that core. It's a 1-star mission, so we have some shields. Okay, so because that's an alpha blobber, that bomb does 3 damage. We can just drop it right back in his face. It's not in a great position for it, though. We'd get our mech killed if we did that. The only reason we can deal with it at all right now is because we upgraded our teleport range, or else we would lose one of our teleport mechs. We get that artillery down there so it can do some damage. Interesting shot that you've made. Wow. Just gonna kill your alpha friend, huh? He certainly is dead. He's gonna kill this one first before he dies. Wow. That was brutal. How did this team get so many kills? They're all wrapped up after that. They're gonna die left and right. The environment's starting to work for us a lot better now that we can teleport a little bit of range. We don't have to use 2 mechs to get them over there. Here comes 3 webs. Our whole team's snared. I thought I could do that. Not quite. Maybe I can get this enemy killed, though. Maybe. Yes. I love how often Kazakpleth yells his own name. Defend the tanks. This doesn't look too bad. I would definitely do this mission. Even if it weren't for a reactor core. Webs down there. It's going to web the tanks. We'll put the long swap over here so that they can try and get one of the fireflies. Or the blobber, which is very likely going to shoot upwards into the city. There's that missing core. That's unfortunate. I do not like where that bomb was placed. A swap here will get this firefly killed before it shoots the tank. We could take it another step and kill this one. That bomb is a big bomb. Needs dealt with. The only one who can deal with it without dying is unfortunately the mantis. Unless the mantis moves out of the way. I want the mantis to stand here to kill that enemy, which means we can't just swap that bomb. If we had longer teleport range, we could really move that bomb everywhere. But we're restricted so far here. I'm going to just do that. We'll take a hit. Yes, we'll take that hit. That's fine. Wish I had some teleport range to move that enemy in front of it. My time pod and the other core are in danger now. Gotta get rid of that alpha. I didn't think the bomb would kill the time pod, I was right. So that's good. We're gonna take grid damage this turn. Next turn we'll have our tanks online. Resist at 15%. That's one. No, we can't do that. This enemy is maddening. It just will not go away. It's a tough map for the blobber with those 4 buildings in the center. I don't have a lot of options for moving the bomb around with teleport like I would like to do. A nice little shove downwards will take care of that. Sad to say, the blobber is going to survive this battle. We'll be lit on fire, but we'll be okay. Everyone's going to survive. Everyone. That was a tough mission for me, but we got Abe. Alright, that's gonna be big. Drop him. He's got mech movement on him. Not preferable to reactor, but we have that range up anyway. I would like to see the big upgrade on this mech quickly. Health or movement. I think at this point, with armored on the team, we'll just go ahead and do that. Train defense. Tidal waves. Tidal waves are designed for this team. Makes sense to go there. The train, on the other hand, it's pretty rough with this team because we can't get out of the way of the train without shove. This looks acceptable. Ideally, we'll drown all of them. We have max range now on... Well, not max, but we have 1 range upgrade. Finally, so we can teleport stuff around a little bit. You take care of the bomb for me. Get rid of the blobber. Looks good. We still get decent XP on this team just because we do get environmental kills a lot. It spreads the XP out pretty cleanly. The mantis is the only one here who's getting extra XP for anything, because he's actually killing things. Nothing else is actively doing that, especially when tidal waves is cleaning up. The other mechs are getting their kills rather evenly with the environment. They still get direct XP for environmental kills, like the pilot who did that got 3. But when that happens, they all get a bunch. And when friendly fire happens, they spread it as well, so. Mech HP, we're getting pretty tough. We're starting to cross that threshold into actually a team now. Could have had that range upgrade here instead of the stabilizers, but I do like that. We need to block 3 Vex spawn on those 2. Over here we have defend the train and the 4 mech damage with air support. Ha! There's lots of mines. That's a problem. We can't stand on the mines even though we fly. They still blow us up, so we cannot swap into the mines. This isn't as good looking as it should be. Any other team would love that map. I don't know that it's good for us though. It might be tough to block 3 Vex spawns there. I think I'll head to the air support mission. That's a really good air support mission. We have killed all 3 of these. I'm gonna let the other 2 through. Alpha Blobber, Alpha Lieber. It makes sense to swap the bomb here, but I don't need to. I can just slice it and swap those 2 into the air support. Getting a taste of what the final battle will hopefully be like here with this team as we swap over and over again enemies into death. There's lots of that in the final missions. And it should be easier and easier to do it as our range on teleport extends. They're wising up a little bit, they're not all in teleport range here anymore. We had to spare one single enemy. The spider leader. No webbing from this boss, it just leaves the eggs, it's that one, so we're gonna have a lot of 1 HP enemies running amok. It's not impossible to control with this team, but it can get a little hectic. I would like to drop that boss as soon as I can, if I can. We're looking to turn order here to know which one to swap so that they take each other out. This enemy into the lake here. Now, I can hit the boss, but that doesn't work for me because if I do, I'll kill that spider. I could block an egg or just sit on the spawn. I think I'll sit on the spawn for now. And that boss would have been great because I would have set him on fire and done a ton of damage. It was a very tempting thing, but I'm not sure if it's the right move. Really need to hit him this time. We can kill one of the spiders with him. Doesn't really matter which one. None of them are doing anything here. We may as well drown some enemies. Better than that, we can... And I'm lighting myself on fire to do this. We can light the boss on fire, and it will block a spawn. So it's dead now. Before this mission is over, it will die. I do have to repair myself, though. This is the final volley of spiders it's making now. There are so many of them. I have to repair, so just get out of the way and do that. Turn order. We can get so many killed if I swap correctly here. Certainly this one would kill this one. I could shove this one this way and it would hit him, or I can just do it myself. It's all good. The Regent Scion is here. That doesn't mean anything on this final turn. Wow. Alright. Damage coming in. That's actually it. They went all in on attacking us instead, and they have failed. I could get this enemy killed. I should. That'll work better. Lots of damage on him, on that tile. Lily reads back. Sure, that's not a bad idea. Be replacing Cinnabar, no reason not to. We don't need Leo either. So we don't need flame shielding. I can buy targeted strike. Vec hormones also is really good. Considering the way we do damage, I would say it's actually more environmental damage than friendly fire, but it is still friendly fire, a lot of it. To be able to get some 3 damage bonus on friendly fire, that's significant. Debating if I want to buy both of these. Let's sell this. I do want this. I'm gonna grab it. We have room for that. Certainly a real weapon would hit the spot, but beggars can't be choosers anyway. I think this is fine. Let's get the full upgrade going on here. Lots of room for improvement now.